All right, time to do some selling. That's going towards rent. Oh yeah, that's going towards girls' night. And that's going towards a new bag.
From October 16th through November 19th, any new listing will be entered for a chance to win $10,000 cash. Terms and conditions apply.
Hit it!
We have to do that to you one time. Just one time.
Come in my house early in the morning, see what happens.
Monday on ET, we're with the queen of Christmas, Mariah Carey. Plus, we are kicking off Hawaii Week with the stars of Magnum P.I.
Oh, we get to see our friends again.
Yes.
Wait, well, let's say aloha to these cuties. Meet our friends Della and Willie from Best Friends Animal Society.
November is the official kickoff to National Adopt a Senior Pet Month, and Best Friends will even waive adoption fees for their senior pets, so go to bestfriends.org for more information.
Happening now.
Residents are asking for increased security on local trails in the wake of two recent murders. Find out what a community is saying. Are there safety concerns and what actions they're demanding to protect their loved ones?
The season of giving is upon us, and it's time to call for volunteers. We'll show you how to sign up to be one for the Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving dinner.
More changes taking place over the weekend. We'll talk about our warming trend and when the humidity returns in just a bit. The news at 5 starts right now.
First at 5, deep concerns being voiced over the safety of the Leon Creek Greenway. This following several murders there, including one just this week. Jonathan Cotto with how the beloved trails are now in question for those seeking nature and fitness and what they want done about it.
Today, police searching for the person responsible for fatally stabbing a 59-year-old man at the Leon Creek Greenway North near the Via Trailhead. This is the second murder on the trail in the last 6 months. On June 30th, 27-year-old Francisco Santos was fatally shot after police say two men tried to rob him. But these two murders aren't the first to happen on the Leon Creek Greenway. In 2018, San Antonio police responded to the North Running Trail where they discovered the body of a 20-year-old woman stabbed to death. Now, those who frequent the trail are asking for a couple of things.
Yeah, security and lighting would be great.
Because really it's dark and it's huge trails.
Or another one of those little police stations, the 911 station, maybe another one somewhere around here.
Recent events have cyclists, joggers, and hikers alike concerned for the safety of those who hit the trails regularly.
I wouldn't want my daughter going that way, going out walking in the park.
You don't really see bike patrol. You seldom and every now and again see police on four-wheelers out here. And it always gives you a sense of safety in a lot of ways, but it'd be nice to have more.
SAPD encourages everyone to follow their safety tips, such as abiding by the established trail curfew ordinance that are set in place for safety due to limited lighting after sunset, and avoiding going off trail and becoming familiar with map and trail markers before your hike or bike ride.
Be prepared or come at a good time. Don't come late at night. If you are here at night, don't be alone.
Especially, for younger people or say a female to go out there alone at night. It's a bad idea. Use a buddy system.
Just be real careful because you don't know what's going to happen next, when it comes to something like that, especially out there.
Police are still searching for the man involved in Wednesday's fatal stabbing, who they said fled north on the trail system. Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
SAPD says a 29-year-old man found shot in the head outside of a laundromat was murdered. That man's body discovered around 8:30 last night on the west side by Westside Police. They were called to that shooting at a business on Claver Road near North Zarzamora. When they got there, they found the gunshot victim on the ground, but it was just too late to save him. Police are investigating and thus far have no suspect. They are looking at surveillance video to find that shooter. The Thanksgiving season is upon us and the holiday just 3 weeks away, but already huge preps needed to get the annual Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving dinner to happen are underway. Just this morning, volunteer registration officially began for the 44th year. Patricia Jimenez, the daughter of the late Raul Jimenez, who founded the dinner. At this morning's kickoff event at City Hall, Mayor Ron Nirenberg as well, Dave Peterson with the Chamber of Commerce, and Ivan Jaime from Walmart, all on hand to reaffirm their continued support to feed those in need on Thanksgiving Day. Walmart presenting a check as well for $25,000.
To be able to count on their support year after year is truly a blessing, because especially now, food costs are going up. Everything is much more expensive, and it takes a lot more money to make this event happen.
And lots of people. Walmart's been a partner for 15 years. VIA is going to be offering free bus rides to Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center for this event. And if you want to sign up to be a volunteer, they need lots of them. Go to RaulJimenezDinner.com. Time is running out. If you want to vote early for the November 7th election, there's less than 3 hours left to get to the ballot box. Polls closing tonight at 8, and if you miss out, you're going to have to wait until Election Day. There are 14 propositions on the ballot that will either create or change state funding, and depending upon where you live, there are also a few local races. If you want to see a full list of voting locations and a sample ballot, just scan this QR code that's on your screen right now. Israel turning down talk of a ceasefire if it does not include the release and the return of hundreds of citizens who were kidnapped as hostages on October 7th. This the outcome of today's talks between U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and the Israeli Prime Minister. Inez de la Catera with how talk of a pause in the fighting to get more humanitarian aid into Gaza just got more complicated now that the military group Hezbollah is promising to join the battle too.
As the war between Israel and Hamas enters its 4th week, Secretary of State Antony Blinken again in the region, trying to balance U.S. support for Israel with efforts to minimize civilian casualties in Gaza. The secretary urging Israeli leaders to consider a humanitarian pause in the conflict.
We are absolutely focused on getting hostages back. A humanitarian pause could help that effort.
But after his meeting with Blinken, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said there will be no temporary ceasefire until Hamas releases the over 200 hostages captured on October 7th. The families and friends of those hostages staging almost daily demonstrations to secure their freedom, today releasing hundreds of balloons outside the government buildings in Tel Aviv, where Secretary Blinken held his meetings.
We're hopeless, but we're full of hope that something will happen and she'll come back.
Israel's relentless bombardment of Gaza continues. Today, the health ministry in Hamas-run Gaza claims Israel targeted a convoy of ambulances leaving the largest hospital in Gaza City. More than 9,200 civilians have been killed in Gaza, according to the Hamas-run Gaza health ministry. And on the ground, Israeli forces advancing further into the enclave. Its troops fighting Hamas in what the IDF describes as face-to-face combat inside Gaza City. 25 Israeli soldiers killed in action since the ground invasion began a week ago. In Lebanon, to Israel's north, the leader of Hezbollah making his first public speech since the war started, praising Hamas and saying a wider Middle East conflict is, quote, a realistic possibility. Since the Rafah border crossing opened on Wednesday, over 1,000 foreign passport holders and over 100 injured Palestinians have crossed over into Egypt. Only those whose names appear on a list have been allowed to leave. Inez de la Catera, ABC News, Jerusalem.
The passengers who were on board that Alaska Airlines flight that nearly crashed on purpose because of this pilot are suing. They say Alaska Airlines and its operator Horizon Airlines did not properly evaluate off-duty pilot Joseph Emerson before he was seated in a jump seat inside the cockpit. The suit also sheds more light on the October 22nd flight, revealing when the engines were tampered with, the plane dramatically pitched forward as if it were going to take a nosedive. School security guards and new city police officers, just a few of the hires that could be possible with a new grant totaling more than $334 million. It comes from the Department of Justice, and that money will be earmarked for fortifying communities all around the country. Law enforcement agencies will be able to hire more than 1,700 new officers. It'll also provide critical funding to support crisis intervention teams, de-escalation training, and to continue to advance community policing nationwide. It could be a Vegas showdown. Food and drink servers there are among the 35,000 hospitality workers threatening to go on strike next week. Culinary and bartenders unions say a 5-year contract deal needs to be reached by 5 p.m. Pacific time next Friday. Now, if they do strike, 18 casino resorts on the Las Vegas Strip lose their workers. Some of the things the union is asking for include better pay, a reduced workload, and more safety protections. One of the most notable Apollo astronauts has died at the age of 87. Thomas Mattingly. You may know him as the astronaut who was exposed to measles and therefore grounded for the launch of Apollo 13 in 1966. Ironically, it was his decision-making at NASA headquarters that helped to successfully bring that troubled mission home safely to Earth. He later earned a seat on Apollo 15.
And played by Gary Sinise in the movie Apollo 13. Yes, that'll give you an idea of his role when you think back to that movie. Right now, comfortable, a beautiful Friday evening we have setting up. We've got temperatures in the 70s, 74 in Mico, 76 in New Braunfels, 77 Lavernia. Actually, pretty close to average for this time of year, as we were well below average, near average today, and then above average for several days to come. Officially at the airport, 74. By 9 o'clock, we're at 66 degrees, and 11 o'clock at 62. Just a light southeasterly wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So pretty uneventful this evening, and not even overly humid. By tomorrow morning, we'll wake up to temperatures in the mid-50s. That's average for this time of year. 55 around San Antonio. You get into outlying areas, especially up into the hill country, a little closer to 50. 53 Bandera, Kerrville, Comfort at 50 degrees, and Bulverde at 50 degrees. But if you're in a deer stand, in a blind tomorrow morning, not overly cold.
You're absolutely right, Adam, because tomorrow is the opening of deer season in Texas, as well as turkey season. Texas Parks and Wildlife say that thanks to good rainfall we had back in the spring, that was a while back, hunters can expect to see better harvest numbers than last year. Those rains helping to provide deer with better grazing and habitat. And the department says antler quality should be better as well. According to the Parks and Wildlife website, the fall turkey hunting season also beginning. And a reminder, you have to have a valid hunting license. For how to get one and more information on the hunting season, head over to tpwd.texas.gov. KSAT and our community partners also want to remind you, time to roll up your sleeves and get your flu shot. You have one more chance to get a free one, courtesy of Barrett County and University Health. It is tomorrow at Gustafson Stadium from 8 a.m. to noon. If you want to register, just head over to our website at ksatcommunity.com. Taking you live outside, we've got a picture here of I-35 at I-37. It looks like there is a bit of a slowdown coming, leaving town, but everything else appears to be moving along just fine without any obstacles in the road, at least in this location. Coming up after the break, we're getting close to Christmas, but you don't have to wait till December to get those deals. What you can buy now to score a bargain.
I'm Myra Arthur here in the newsroom, and here's what we're working on for the news at 6 o'clock today. It is the last day of early voting for the November 7th election, and tonight we're introducing you to the 3 candidates hoping to be the next mayor of Uvalde. Plus, the sale of a Southside trailer park closes next week, and the buyers here, they're the people who live there. How this setup, which is rare in Texas, actually works. We'll explain. And there was a pesky problem at the Alamo Dome. Mold on parts of the ceiling. We'll tell you how the city plans to remove that and what's next for this 30-year-old stadium. All that and more today on the News at 6.
Thank you, Myra. Well, it's time, November prime time for feasting on holiday shopping sales. And as 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz shows us, retailers are getting it on a little bit earlier, so you don't have to necessarily wait until Black Friday for your shopping.
Nice big TVs, headphones, and gadgets for the cook, all hot gifts. So if you're an early shopper, you're in luck because holiday sales are on.
And this year, we're expecting the prices you see right now to remain consistent all the way through Black Friday. This means you can start shopping and saving now without worrying about missing out on those blockbuster deals later on.
Need ideas? Students, music lovers, travelers, and gamers can appreciate noise-canceling wireless headphones. These Sony wireless earbuds just dropped to $248 at Amazon and Crutchfield, $50 off. How about a tablet? This Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 is $548 at Walmart, $150 off. Now to the kitchen. Air fryers are still hot. The Dash Tasty Crisp air fryer is $60, and it's the top-rated one at Consumer Reports, and it comes in lots of colors. Thinking high-end? Here's something cool, literally, a portable ice maker. This GE Opal 2.0 is now $130 off on Amazon.
I've been checking prices on all of these things, and several have dropped just since yesterday, so the time is right. But there are some things you might want to wait on.
A new TV. We've seen year after year that TVs are always at their best possible price during the Black Friday and Cyber Monday weekend. So if you're thinking about buying a new set, wait until then.
If you can't wait, here's a deal now. The 65-inch OLED 4K TV from Samsung is $1,000 off at Apt Electronics and Walmart. But it could go down even more after you've finished off the pumpkin pie. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Looking outside with live cam, we are gearing up for a beautiful weekend. Look at that, 75 degrees, blue skies. It's going to be really nice, Adam.
It is. It's a good way to start a weekend. A nice Friday afternoon, Friday evening, beautiful, comfortable, nothing to worry about weather-wise, just pleasant conditions overall. We do have a warming trend on the way, and you'll notice the humidity as well this weekend starting on Sunday. Then a cold front arrives by this time next week. You'll notice a change in the air with the return of rain chances. So let's get to all of it. Starting with our forecast, we talked about how we'll be in the 70s right now and then 60s this evening. Tomorrow morning at sunrise, 55, some areas of fog. Then we get up to 80 in the afternoon, a mixture of sun and clouds. That's 80 around San Antonio. On the south side, 82, Bulverde 77, 80 in Bandera, Nixon at 82. We go into Sunday. I think a little more fog in the morning, low clouds especially to start the day, and then mainly gray on Sunday. You'll notice that stickiness in the air, but relatively warm, 81 degrees for the high temperature. Then notice how we rise into the mid-80s. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're in the mid-80s, and then the temperatures start to fall off again. Check out next Friday. We're expecting an afternoon high right near 60 degrees. Actually, it's one of those days. By this time next week, the temperature could be falling throughout the entire day. So let's talk about our overall pattern and what this change is going to mean for rain chances. Right now, it's actually pretty quiet. We do have some shower activity around the Great Lakes and moving into New England. But I want to fast forward a little bit to next Thursday and Friday. Here's the setup that we're going to have. And this is important because the upper level winds will be coming in off the Pacific Ocean. And there's going to be some energy to tap into that's going to be pushed overhead. Pacific energy, Pacific moisture as well to add to our low-level humidity we'll have in place, along with the approaching cold front. Now, keep in mind, the timing of these cold fronts this far out often does change a little bit, and usually they speed up in nature. So that's something we'll keep you updated on. But these factors coming together favor rainfall, at least for parts of our area, by next Friday. So this time next week, and I think even on into next Saturday as well. We'll see some of those rain chances lingering. Currently, we have it at 30%. So some isolated to widely separated showers, maybe a few thunderstorms. But there's, I think, a pretty good chance that we'll be increasing those chances as we get into the days ahead and closer to the approach of that cold front. 74, our current temperature. Dew point of 54, not bad. Dewy's in the 50s. Feel good outside. It's once they get to 60 and above, that's when you notice the humidity. That'll be the case on Sunday. Right now, Dewey's in the 50s. We're feeling good, looking good outside. Tomorrow, you're not going to really notice the humidity, but by Sunday, you'll notice it back in the air, and it's going to get thicker throughout next week with dew points in the upper 60s by Wednesday and Thursday. But by Friday, with that next cold front this time next week, cooler, less humid, windy, and cross your fingers, looking like we'll even have some decent rain chances. So that's what we're looking ahead to. Check back in for updates for the timing and, of course, location for that rain and how much we could get.
Thank you so much, Adam, for this beautiful weather on our final regular season football Friday night.
The season went by quick, and a lot of important games tonight. We'll have a lot of coverage tonight on the Night Beat. But as far as one team that's undefeated and another trying to hang on to their playoff spot, our big game coverage game of the week features two programs, Brandeis and Reagan. Plus, some of you might have woke up to the Spurs win or even stayed up late to see it yourself. We're breaking down how San Antonio beat Phoenix twice. We are down to the last Friday of the high school football regular season, which is why we chose a big matchup between Brandeis and Reagan for our game of the week to send us into the postseason strong. The Brandeis Broncos enter Week 11 with a 4-3 District 28-6A record, and they sit in 4th place in their district standings. After falling last week to Clark, the Broncos want to make a statement in front of their home crowd by trying to hand Reagan its first loss of the season.
Two great programs, great histories overall, so it's a good rivalry. It's going to be a great playoff atmosphere. Fans are going to be out there, students.
It's a blessing to play them. You know, they're a good picture for our playoff hopes. They're a good model that we can model against to play with them. You know, they have ambitions going deep, so do we. So I think it'll be a good matchup for both of us. We have the same goal.
Same goal indeed. The Rattlers are looking to keep their district record unblemished for the second straight season. Now, Reagan hasn't had the playoff success it would like despite all of the regular season dominance, so they're treating this game like the first game of the postseason.
We're approaching as a playoff game. We're both playoff teams, so that's how our preparation is going to be.
This game is like a pre-playoff game. Coach has been preaching it every day of the week, talking about this is going to get us ready for the playoffs, and we're looking at this game basically as the first round of playoffs.
All right, here it is. Brandeis hosting Reagan at 7:30 tonight. We will have full highlights and post-game reactions during the big game coverage portion of the Night Beat. The San Antonio Spurs finally executed the strong start they've been wanting. In last night's 132-121 win over Phoenix, the Spurs built a 27-point lead over the Devin Booker and Kevin Durant-led Suns. Phoenix threatened in the third quarter until Victor Wembanyama took over to lead the way to victory with 38 points.
The energy we brought in, it's pretty much all we talked about. You know, they got so good offensive players that was the spot where we needed to focus on, and it worked, especially in the first half. You know, we took a big lead.
The 3-2 Spurs return home this Sunday to welcome 2-4 Toronto to town. Tip-off is at 2:30 in the afternoon. We'll be right back.
Oh, Worst Fest, so much fun. Good weekend, too. Near 80 for afternoon highs. Humidity returns on Sunday. Next cold front comes next Friday morning.
Thank you, Adam, and thank you for watching the news at 5. World News is coming up next. We'll see you at 6.